Igbo mma na-ege ntị, anyị ekenekwa unu ọzọ n'ụbọchị nke taa. Anyị sịkwa unu ka anyị jikwara ya zelụ. A sị na ebe daalụ niile kun si esoro anyị n'ife anyị na-eme n'ilu akwụkwọ n'ụbọchị nke taa. A sị na ọ ya dịrị onye ọbụla niile na mma, nke na-ekwu okwu maka nnwere onwe nke Maazị Nnamdi Kanu, onye ndu nke ndị Igbo, nke na-ekwu okwu maka nnwere onwe nke Biafra. Ọ ya dịrị niile na mma, unu ga-adị ka echi na echi ada agwụ agwụ. Unu anyị kwuru na-akọ ya adị ise ise ise. Okay, unu n'anya ya gbapụ n'ọsọ n'ife ji maka ya wee bịa. Unu n'anya n'ilu akwụkwọ a, onye na-afụ n'ilu akwụkwọ a bụ Lotanna Ojukwu. O nwere ife o kwuru tụrụ m oyi, nji wee sị ka ụmụ Chineke gee ya bụ ife ka ọ mara ma ọ bụ eziokwu ka ọ bụ asị. Ọ na-ekwu okwu a na Arise TV ka o kwuru ya bụ okwu tụrụ m oyi. Ya bụ okwu tụrụ m oyi. Achọghị m ịbịa gawa ịgbalịsibe ife niile o kwuru na n'ilu akwụkwọ a, mana mma chọka unu gee ya bụ ife okwu n'ilu akwụkwọ a. Unu ga-esi ya, unu etinye your own opinion gbasata maka ihe Lotanna Ojukwu kwuru n'ilu akwụkwọ a, gbasata maka 1 Biafrans, 2 gbasata maka Maazị Simon Ekpa ibute ya from Finland budata ya na obodo ya bụ Nigeria. So n'ime ihe ibu o kwuru, achọkwu ntinyela ya alụ, unu gbakọ ya bụ ihe, gekwe ya, drop your own opinion gbasata maka ife Lotanna Ojukwu kwuru n'ilu akwụkwọ a. All right, over to you.
Seat at home in the southeast is gaining momentum in the present administration of President Bola Tinubu. The horrible ordeal Southeasterners undergo in order to live a normal lifestyle has become horrible. First, it was a call by the governor of Enugu State to sanction workers who failed to turn up for work on a Monday, yet with no adequate security measure. Likewise, the senator representing Anambra South Senatorial District, Senator Patrick Ifeanyi-Ubah, sent a strong warning to Simon Ekpa, who hails from Ebonyi State but lives in Finland. Ekpa is a die-hard campaigner for Monday's sit-at-home in the southeast, with Anambra State as his major stronghold. Joining us now is Lotanna Ojukwu, the third son of Sir Louis Odumegu Ojukwu and young brother to late Chukwuemeka Odumegu Ojukwu. Good morning, and thank you very much for joining us on the show.
Thank you. Thank you, Ebofai. Dr. Abati.
Morning, sir. Well, Mr. Ojukwu, she already posed a question. What do you think of this sit at home every Monday in the East? And now the attempt by some of the governors, stakeholders, and lawmakers to say no, allow peace to reign in the Southeast. What are your thoughts? IPOB is even saying we have no hand in it.
Yes, in fact, this is why I've asked to come on this show, to take the opportunity to appeal to President Tinubu to step into this matter. 1/5 of the company is being held hostage. People are not able to go about their business. Children are being flogged. Teachers, they can't go to work. It's really a very terrible and shameful situation. One that affects our economy. It affects the morality of anybody who is aware of what is going on. I feel ashamed, and I know that the president has stated that he wants to tackle security in Nigeria. Well, they did not kill the school children, but people have been killed for coming out to do business. And it is a very, very terrible shame. I believe that the security situation is a low-hanging fruit for President Tinubu, who has proven himself as a man who wants to attend urgently to certain pressing issues. I believe that when 1/5 of your country is being prevented from performing their day-to-day livelihood activities, it is something that you must attend to urgently.
Right. Mr. Ojukwu, thank you so much for stating that. The sit-at-home order has been on since August 2021, was introduced then. And for close to 2 years now, they haven't been able to address this, contain this. I know now you're appealing to the current president. But what lessons can we learn from the previous administration? In your estimation, why have they not been able to contain, this order by people whom, for the residents, are not all inclined to do so, but they are forced to do so? They are killed or their shops attacked if they don't comply. Why has it been difficult to manage this situation? And going forward, what recommendations or perhaps advice would you give to the president?
Well, the people carrying out these atrocities say that they want Peter Obi to be released.
Nnamdi Kanu, you mean?
Nnamdi Kanu.
I'm sorry. I have Peter Obi on my mind. They want Nnamdi Kanu to be released. President Tinubu has said he's a law-abiding president, and the courts have said that Nnamdi Kanu should be released. I would like President Tinubu to talk with Nnamdi Kanu, also use diplomatic channels to talk to Britain and to talk to Finland. Why I mention these two countries is because Nnamdi Kanu comes from, has a dual nationality, and one of them is Britain. He lives there for a long time. Ekpa, who is actually more intransigent than Nnamdi Kanu, lives under the shelter of the Finnish government. And I say shelter with deep concern. I would like the federal government, we do not have a minister for foreign affairs, but the federal government through the PERMSEC or whoever is in charge should put diplomatic effort to reach arrangement with these two countries and see what can be done so that the outrageous comments and encouragement being given from Finland by Ekpa is stopped once and for all. Why I'm suggesting that he should speak to Britain is prior to the release of Nnamdi Kanu, to reach certain arrangements that will not allow Nnamdi Kanu, after he is released, to continue to pour shame and verbal abuse on the nation of Nigeria. Every Nigerian is troubled by some of the comments he has made. My brother was head of state of Biafra. The war is over. Personally, I believe Nigeria is by far a better and larger theater for the Igbo man who loves to travel, to trade, and to carry on his enterprise worldly. We don't want to be restricted solely to the 5 states of the Southeast. We want to be free to travel the world and to be part of the world. So the Igbo man is he was an accidental Biafran. When I say accidental, it was that feeling of not being wanted. The killing and the pogrom that took place that saw 80,000 people killed in 1966 left my brother no choice. The people, the National Assembly of Chiefs and Elders within the Eastern region convened and demanded of him that he declare the state of Biafra or that he secede. That is really what led to Biafra coming into reality. Today we still are, Igbos still feel that they are marginalized. They feel that they are not given an equal opportunity in Nigeria. And this is what Nnamdi Kanu fed on, and this is what Ekpa is feeding on today. And this is at the root of the problems we're having. So I would like Tinubu to keep these things in perspective and see that releasing Nnamdi Kanu will go a long way to bring down the pressure or the appeal of these two characters that want to lure Ndigbo from the body of Nigeria, where most of them want to belong.
Okay, you've said so much. Prior to this time, there was a meeting with the last administration, which a lot of people thought was going to yield results. Nothing. And since the administration came in, we've not really had, those conversations. I'd like to ask you one. What would be your idea about sort of like a team that can have this conversation with President Bola Ahmed Tinubu in the first place? Because it needs to be had. We can't continue to allow people to lose their lives in the Southeast. We cannot continue to lose revenue for businesses. What would you like, the team to be made up of? And secondly, apart from the release Nnamdi Kanu conversation, what would be other requests that you probably think would be good, for the Igbo people to put at the doorstep of President Tinubu?
There are so many things. I think the governors should be part of the team that will talk to the president. All the governors are affected by what we are suffering, directly affected.
All the governors in Nigeria?
No, all the governors in the southeast.
Okay.
It's a southeastern phenomenon that I'm talking about. And there are a few other bodies. If I'm invited, I would love to participate. But a body like Ohaneze should be invited. But I was at a meeting yesterday of Ohaneze, just behind your premises here. And I raised this point that security is the most urgent factor affecting the lives and livelihoods of Ndigbo in the southeastern states. And the President General told me that there is insecurity all over Nigeria, which is a fact. So I don't know what priority he accords to our peculiar situation. If the governors are sincere in wanting what I am pleading for, that is to reduce the demand, to take the carpet from under the feet of Ekpa by releasing Nnamdi Kanu, because he has often voiced that this is what he's after. If the governors are sincere, they are enough to be able to talk to the president and achieve the results we are seeking. The most important fact is that the court has said Nnamdi Kanu should be released.
But the government has also gone to court.
Yes, we know that Buhari did not have much favor towards the Igbos. He called us a spot, a red spot or something somewhere. So really, I never believed Buhari was going to release Nnamdi Kanu. And I voiced this at any time people asked my opinion. But I believe Tinubu is a different person. He does not carry the same baggage as Buhari appears to carry regarding the Igbo people. And I would like to see the Yorubas and the Igbos have a better understanding and love for each other's ethnic group. And this singular act will go a very long way for the Igbos to appreciate that Tinubu is somebody they can trust to look at their sentiments of marginalization in a different light to the last administration.
Okay, so what are those things specifically, apart from the Kanu, what are those other asks you'd like to ask the government for the Igbos?
I will go back as far as state creation, the number of states that have been created. I don't think that the South or the Igbos have a number of states that their population demands. When I say state creation, state everything in Nigeria, particularly the legislature, revenue is based on the number of states you have. So it's a great inequity for them to feel shortchanged in the number of states or governments that they have speaking on their behalf. That also goes hand in hand with local governments, administrative units as a whole. These are the main things. The other things that threaten, like we had during the elections, people threatening that they will take Igbo man's properties and this and that, and I would like to see the government of President Tinubu to come out and say once and for all that certain acts by Olumo or certain pronouncements by the Speaker of the Lagos House of Assembly are unpatriotic, that they go against the law of the Federation of Nigeria. He should come out, even if they are members of his party. Having for now been sworn in as the president of this country, he must come out and say, no, these acts should not occur anymore.
Well, the president has made it clear that he's committed to national unity, and he said that again and again. Let me ask this. Yes, it would be nice if people, the Igbo elite, again pay a visit to President Tinubu. But every Nigerian president says, oh, Nigeria will not be divided under my watch. I have a responsibility to keep Nigeria one. That's what every president says. Will you recommend that if the government of Nigeria says, look, the condition for releasing Nnamdi Kanu will be that there will be no more talk about secession? Will you support that idea? Because I don't imagine that the president will just say, okay, let him go, we think he should go for peace to reign. There are certain concessions may be extracted. You think that that concession can be given?
You see, the governors cannot speak for Nnamdi Kanu. I cannot speak for Nnamdi Kanu or Ekpa. But I'm an Igbo man. I have a forum that I established many years ago on WhatsApp, and I talk to Igbo intellectuals. Most Igbos do not believe in Biafra. Most Igbos do not believe in Biafra. What they are talking about, what they want, is an equal playing field in Nigeria. People are using the fact that the Igbo man does not feel he gets a fair share, does not feel that he is being treated equally. They're using that to paint Nigeria as not good for the Igbo man. If we love being by ourselves so much, why should so many Igbos be in Lagos, Kanu, Abuja, plying their trade? We like to travel, we like to be free to engage in our businesses all over Africa. Personally, when I was doing my master's, it was just shortly after ECOWAS was created in the mid-70s. And the theme of one of the papers I wrote was very excitedly all about what we were going to be able to achieve within ECOWAS. The fact that ECOWAS is going to allow West Africa to grow exponentially. And this same idea goes on with the current African Union, the free trade for African Union. The other day, I think it was your station that interviewed the director of Exim Bank, and he was talking about a common currency, but that they were going to approach it through a financial clearinghouse, you know. These are things that I know will create wealth for the continent of Africa, will give us the opportunity to catch up with the rest of the world.
Well, on that note, we'd like to thank you very much, Mr. Lotanna Ojukwu, for joining us on the morning show today. And thank you for your insight.
Igbo ọma na-ege ntị, darụkwa nne ka unu si gee ya bụ ife nwanne nwoke bụ Lotanna Ojukwu o kwuru uche ya n'iru akwụkwọ a, mana okwuru uche nke mụ a ama m na okwuru uche nke ndị Biafrans na-ege m ntị n'ọnụ m, because inwe ige ntị n'ihe o kwugasị n'iru akwụkwọ a. O kwuru sị na ndị Igbo achọghị Biafra. Ọ nke a bụgodo nke na-atụgodi m oyi njisigodi ka mụ a bidogode ebe a nkwubegodi nke mụ a. Because an average Igbo man with a spirit of Biafra in him or her, take it or you leave it. In my own opinion, both Mandi governor and Saya, only open with the spirit of Biafra in them, just because of their slaveness. Anonymous, fanonime na federal government. I you have money fan. Man, inside them, they have the atom of, and not even atom. Atom is the smallest particle of an element. No, they have big. Keep a major qualifier. Big imagination of Biafra in them. You know, yes, Makoyi na-ekwu, ya na-ekwu nke ya, ya kwuchitere n'anya ọnụ anyị. Then, secondary for the Mazi Simon Ekpa, our PM in exile, no, Finland, is Ununasisi Bunatia. See, collaborate with Finland government. Can't stop where the some sit at home or the name. You went to oh, the Butara sit at home, and then the question, oh no, it will keep fighting. Try if as again, I get na Nigubono, Nigga, with nchi. Ni focus all the temple na good on the with nchi. Onye go sige. N'igube nke ni ga-eweta ene the same ọnụ nchi ahụ na ene ga-abakwa n'ime ya then sị ga na gị jụọ oge ahụ onye nke gwa gị na gị fụlụ ọnụ nchi na ị ga-eweta nchi na onye nke gwa gị na gị fụlụ ọnụ ene na ị ga-eweta ene ga-egwa gị eziokwu ọ ga-egwa gị nke nchi the same thing ka ọ bụ na anyị fụrụ ụzọ anyị ga-eso wee solve all the problem ihe anyị ga-eme bụ ifight go dey Maazị Nnamdi Kanu pressure that the Nigerian government anyị alapụzi ya na-akọ ihe ọzọ na-adọrọ n'ilu akwụkwọ o nwere ife kpatara ife ji eme and ife kpatara ife ji eme ka e kwesịrị idres not ibido na-ekwu ihe na-abụrụ ife kwesịrị na-ekwu n'ilu akwụkwọ o nwere challenge Maazị Simon Ekpa tụrụ unu na ọ bụrụ na ize Maazị Nnamdi Kanu taa statue m we die ka e mere that challenge unu ekwe n'iwe ọ tụrụ unu gịnị mere ya unu n'aka na arahụ ụra unu aka na unu etebe n'ụra he said it if only you people can fight and this Maazị Nnamdi Kanu that sit at home will be there will be no more sit at home in the money sit at home still I had the eme I lapụ ikwu ihe ọzọ gbasịta maka ka esi were release Maazị Nnamdi Kanu eziokwu na sit at home na-afụ anyị ụfụ n'ala ọ na-afụ onye ọbụla ụfụ na mana ewere reason eji eme ya ihe o nwere the reason mere eji eme ya bụ sit at home and ya bụ reason bụ ife kwesịrị ịgba mbọ wee takụrụ atakụrụzie ya anyị gwazie nkịta mazie ma sit at home ya continue ka ọ ma continue that is the point na ị na-ekwuzi okwu a ọ na-aba so dododo Lotanna Ojukwu ekwutọrọ ya yes ekwutọrọ ya o nwere ife kọsụ ife ji eme si dres ife kọsụ ife ji eme ka ife na-eme wee kwụsị ọgwụna ka ọha m n'ọnụ ụmụ Chineke daalụ ndị nnenu asụkwa m nke ikpeazụ nkwe echikwara ya zero daalụ nkunu si esoyela anyị ka baadụ ka imetụ ebe ya ta share button aka ka i share this content and also like and follow us on Eastern News 24 daalụ na ụmụnne m ka emesịa